I know you have all been waiting, and the time has officially come to arise. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video, we're headed to the world of Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. The good old developers from Wolcen Studios have officially bestowed upon us the Arise update. And I've got to do a lot of testing before I can give you my Is It Fixed Yet video. So that's not what we're doing here today. Today we're just going to break down the patch notes and see what the community is saying. Because as soon as I am done recording this, I think it's time for the first time to stream a little Wolcen. Yes, on my new official Action RPG Twitch, I'm going to be streaming some Wolcen, but mainly for today, I'm going to be on Tribes of Midgard. So go there, first link in the description below if you want to check that out. All right, as always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. Right now, we are on the official Steam page for Wolcen Lords of Mayhem under News. Wolcen Arise, patch 1.1.4.0. Hello everyone! After Bloodstorm and Bloodstorm Part 2, Wolcen Arise is the third content patch for Chronicle 1 Blood's Trail. Hard stop right there. Now, if you're watching this video, you know the internet, there's lots of people with different opinions. And this is my opinion of a content patch. And I understand, this is just my opinion. To me, if I am playing a game and the studio says we are dropping a content patch, I initially think, which is normally right, that there's going to be something different to do in the game. Whether it's a season, a cycle, a league, a new boss to fight, a new dungeon, something different to try. Now, maybe your definition is different. It's like, oh, a content patch just means that they added anything to the game. That's not my definition. Just so you're aware, if you haven't been following this content patch 3, there's nothing new to do. Still running expeditions. Same campaign. It's not like there's more acts. Carrying on. This content patch brings summons revamp, new environments, new skills damage type variation, a new cosmetic armor, quality of life improvements, bug fixing. Now, really interesting wording they use right at the beginning. New skills, but it isn't new skills. It's new skills damage type variation. So a skill that, you couldn't make material damage, now you can. There's no new skills. I think they're tricky. We worked on massive changes to how summons look, behave, and feel. If you want to see more details, I've already covered that. Here's the full patch notes for Wolcen Arise. Thank you again for the support. Now, this is a very, very, very small update. And when you scroll, you're like, oh, it's not that big, or it's pretty long. It's because it's all filled with pictures. That is the whole thing. Look at how many pictures. That's it. Okay. Summons revamp. Complete cosmetic revamp. Models, animations, and visual effects have been entirely redone for all summons and every damage type variant. Now, this is what we've been asking for. Okay. Obviously, I've been a Debbie Downer already. This is the meat and potatoes of this update. It's why it's called Arise. We've been asking for summons improvements for 18 months. And as soon as I'm done recording this, we're going to test it. But so far, from what I see, it looks awesome. Okay? I could say positive stuff. Summons look awesome. You have the Feeding Swarm, Hunting Swarm, Liver Mortis, my favorite. Ooh, that's mine. But I'm going to test some other ones. Auto respawn on the summons. As long as a skill is equipped, your summons will respawn automatically every 2 seconds for Feeding Swarm and Hunting Swarm, and 5 seconds for Liver Mortis until you have your maximum number of summons alive. Now, I do have to say this is actually pretty smart. Because a lot of times, you have to wait for your summon to die, and then you have to resummon them, and you're dealing with a million enemies. It is pretty cool. And then also, you don't really have to worry about your summon's life as much. You know, if they immediately die, I guess after, 2 seconds, they pop back up. Well, you don't have to worry about them. If they die, no big deal. They'll come right back. Teleportation. Pressing a summon's keybind now causes all your associated summons to teleport and launch a coordinated attack to or at the cursor's location, which means, well, I have to test this. And I'm so curious how this is going to go, okay? Listen, I'm going to read it one more time. Just follow me for a second. Again, I haven't tested this. Pressing a summon's keybind now causes all your associated summons to teleport and launch a coordinated attack at that cursor's location. And it has the example right here. So, does that mean I can have my summons attack this location and any enemies in it? Or does that mean I can have my summons attack an enemy? Because let's say it's a boss fight. I want my summons to only fight the boss. So can I set them to attack this enemy? Or is it every time that boss moves, I have to re-teleport my summons to that area? That would be very dumb. We literally just want to hit attack this enemy and the summons do it. Okay. And then some examples. Hunting Swarm. Summons power now scale with your character. This is good. Summons dealing physical, rend, and toxic damage will gain bonus damage from your material damage. If you change their damage type to frost, fire, and lightning, they will benefit from elemental damage and so on. Okay, more testing to come. Hunting Swarm summons now benefit from additional projectiles, your percent projectile damage. Note, as scaling is a matter of balance, we will use your feedback on the current state of the summons in order to fine-tune how they scale with particular affixes. Thus, we will keep working on balancing the summons in the up-and-coming content patches. To help you theory craft and make relevant builds, here is a list of what summons currently scale with. Wolcen Studios. This is very smart. Thank you for adding this into the update. I get questions still almost every day. I don't know how to make my summons stronger. There's no tooltips. I don't know how they scale. Here is the list. Weapons damage, total attributes bonus damage, ailment damage, skills flat damage, gems, XX damage on spells, skills percent damage, skills percent damage type, projectile count. It's a good list. And it, from looking at it too, they put it in order. Tooltip and damage clarification. The average damage on your summons now appears on their skill tooltip. Oh, can't wait to look at this. Every modifier has been clarified to indicate the percentage of increased damage it gives. In addition, the damage display text and the health bars of the summons can now be toggled on and off. Very cool. So now, this part of the update is the only thing that I would say is content. Okay, they added 2 new environments. Infested Bog and Aberrant Marsh. Now, these are just new levels that can auto-populate inside of an expedition. So you're still running the exact same endgame content, you just have different variations of levels. But what you're doing is still the exact same, it's just a different environment. So, yeah, we got 2 new environments. We're still doing expeditions. There's plenty more to come in this video, but first, if you're new here, welcome. Obviously, you have stumbled upon the coolest ARPG site on YouTube, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know anytime I drop a video. We also have a full merch store on the channel available under the store tab. Lastly, we have officially dropped memberships for the channel, 5 tiers available. It is the best way to support me and my journey on YouTube. As always, thank you all for the support. New endgame armor. The lunar armor is now available in Stormfall Palace through the Mirror Maid project. This is the female model, this is the male model. They look fine. I did some investigating, and if you actually look at the picture in Wolcen Arise, this is the armor that you get. At least I think. You can tell because the helmet is exactly the same. Now, I think the only miss, and in this game you can recolor it yourself, but they should have had a little extra green glowiness to it. But we'll see if I can make it look like that through their little wardrobe system. So those are the new armors. New damage type variations. So this is what they were claiming when it kind of sounded like new skills. Wailing Arrows can now be converted to Sacred damage. Okay, Anvil's Woe can now be converted to Ether damage, and Slayer's Fury can now be converted to Ether damage. That's literally it. And then some quality of life improvements. Summons can no longer block the character's path. Thank you. Summons damage and health bars can now be displayed on the screen. Feeding Swarm and Hunting Swarm icons in the skill bar now display the damage type variations in the skill. The maximum combat radius for summons has been increased from 25 to 40. Thank you. Added in 1.1.3. We've already talked about this. Basically, there used to be a reset time on your health potions, rage, willpower potions. Now it's just instant, so you can use it as quick as you want. Okay? And then some bug fixing. And there's nothing. I mean, I read through all this. Obviously, all bugs that you need, but nothing huge. I did like on here, fix an issue with summons health would be scaled down to level 44 to 68. So just a couple little things in there, but that is the entire update. So now you're probably thinking that's it, and you're right. Summons are different. They're improved, supposedly. We now know how to scale summons. We have 2 environments. We have a new cosmetic armor that you have to unlock through endgame content, and you have 3 skill variations. That's the update. That's it. I know. I'm sitting here thinking, that's everything? I cannot wait to get in and test this. Let's see what the community is saying. So let's stay on Steam and read the comments from the update we just read. There's 60 of them. By no means am I going to read all of them. Time to make another minion build. Health, rage, and willpower potions can now be used at any time without delay. Wow, this is unbelievable. So can we expect a proper animation cancel in a year or so? I sense sarcasm in that comment. Awesome patch, thanks. Haven't played in a long time. Is there enough new content and fixes to warrant a return? Not. Yes, it's finally out. Downloading it now. Hi, do I have to make a new character from scratch, or can I use back my old character? Just reset the stats and skills. Great question. If you want to play Arise in Blood Trail, you have to start over. Sorry. Back to the grind. Let's go. Save the game. So the new endgame skin isn't even thematically the same as the content you just put out. Glad that someone's got some love, though. That's what I said. Should have been more green, even though it was technically the armor set from the trailer. This is what I've been waiting on. I'm going in, fellas. Steps in the right direction. Now revamp your entire endgame into something fun and overhaul your matchmaking, or implement some of the lobby, and you might compete a little with the bigger titles and Last Epoch. Okay. This is not my intent. I didn't write this comment. I don't mean to sneak in Last Epoch to every video I make. It would appear the community is growing for that game. And it should. Awesome. I'll dive into it again. Why shoe hills on female models? Why shoe hills on female models, though? Just to know, I'll need to play all the introductions again, or you guys already listened and made a skip for veteran players. No, there's no skip. Okay. I mean, I guess most of these are positive. Yeah, I would say it's 50-50. Again, we've been asking for summons for a really long time, and I do think the community, me included, are excited to try them. All right, everyone, that's the video. I want to know your opinion. Is Wolcen Arise perfect? Is this exactly what you've been waiting for to go back to the game, or do you still feel empty inside? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, Action RPG now has an official Twitch. First link in the description below. I'm streaming Last Epoch, I'm streaming Wolcen. Today it's Tribes of Midgard. Go check it out if you want to support me there. I still haven't released an official schedule, but I likely will be streaming 2 to 3 days a week and trying to bounce around multiple games. If you haven't joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're now over 1,000 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this Wolcen Lords of Mayhem video. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.